Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and I do a daily general read for whoever is watching. If you're drawn to this video, please have faith and trust there's a message you're meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, please subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out my website, www.shapeshiftingphoenixtarot.com. Thank you. Now let's see what's going on today, now that the day is near the end. Sorry about that. Let's see what's going on. All right, so first up, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Son of Earth in reverse, and the Mother of Fire right side up. So wands represent action, initiative, inspiration, career. They are the fire signs. I feel like we're talking to a fire sign here. You are an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and the feeling that I'm getting is a feeling of holding off. You're waiting. I also feel the boredom. A lot of people, I think, are in this position right now where they're not really doing a whole lot, maybe not seeing their friends and family as much as they would like to. And so this is creating a lot of people feeling stuck in their homes, feeling like they're prisoners, feeling others are feeling bored. So the message from your ancestors is to tend to the fire within. Right now, while we're stuck at home, or we're stuck sort of isolated from each other, now's a great time to get into touch with your higher self. And the Mother of Fire here is tending to her inner fire, and you are being encouraged to do the same. So what is it that you love to do, Divine Feminine? What sort of things make you feel happy? Is there a hobby that you like? Is there something you've always wanted to try? Maybe an exercise that you would be interested in. Meditation is always a good thing to try. Sometimes it's hard. I totally get that, and I'm not like some professional meditator or anything like that. So I'm always, when I do meditate, I set a timer for a few minutes, whatever you can manage, and because I know it's not easy, and you have to start somewhere. So, well, if you want to get in tune with yourself, you have to start somewhere. Really, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Sorry, it's just my husband walked in and just, walked out. All right. What was I saying? You don't have to, so meditation. Set a timer for a minute or two, depending on what you're capable of, and just go with that. Focus on your breathing. Let the energy just flow. Focus on grounding yourself into the earth, growing roots out the bottoms of your feet into the center of the earth. You'll feel the energy coming up into your body. Revel in that energy. Feel your hands tingling. Feel your feet tingling. Feel the warmth coming through your body. Like, I'm super warm right now because there's some energy going on here right now. That is not mine. It's yours. So when you are meditating and you're focusing on your breathing, if your mind wanders, just try to catch yourself. Be aware. What are you thinking about? What is taking your attention away from this? And then focus back on your breathing. And then you start thinking about, I don't know, the weather outside. And okay, so acknowledge that and then focus on your breathing again. So don't get mad at yourself for not being able to stay on track. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. It's not a failure. Just keep trying. The Nine of Swords, depression, a sense of anxiety and despair. I feel like this is more also because you're stuck inside and just generally feeling unhappy. But divine feminine, I feel like your divine masculine is hanging around, either waiting in the shadows, energetically. Of course, he's not like hiding outside of your house in the bushes or anything. He's not a stalker. Your divine, your twin flame is not a stalker. Okay, so if somebody's hanging around and they're trying to make you believe that it's because they love you, that's kind of weird. So your divine masculine, he's around energetically. You can feel him, but he's not in your bushes outside your house. I feel like you will come into contact with him. And when I say him, masculine, feminine, the energies can be interchanged. It's just a way to separate the separate energies that I feel. Anyway, the devil in reverse is detachment, breaking free, and power reclaimed. So I feel like you have recently been working on quitting a bad habit, or maybe you set some New Year's resolutions, and you're working on breaking free of these chains, breaking free of the addiction. The Six of Wands in reverse, lack of confidence and fall from grace, egotism. So you are going to have some difficulties ending the addiction that you have, whatever it is that that you overindulge in that isn't necessarily good for you. You're going to be weaning yourself off of that. It feels like you're going to go cold turkey, but if cold turkey doesn't work, don't be afraid to wean yourself off, and don't be afraid to try again. If you fall off the wagon, just try again. Get on and try again. Don't beat yourself up. That's like the worst thing you can do. That'll make you go back to whatever it is you think is making you feel better. But that addiction is actually not serving you any longer, and it's creating more problems than solving them. So this is a good thing that you're doing. A lot of people do this in January, and other people make fun of you for, New Year's resolutions, they never work. Who cares what anybody thinks, okay? Who cares? Just keep trying. Do what you want to do. If you want to try and quit smoking in January, try and quit smoking in January. I don't care what Bob thinks. Bob isn't in your body. Bob isn't going to get cancer from smoking, right? You're concerned about your own body. It's good that you want to make it a healthier place for your spirit to live. And I'm sorry about my shirt. Whiskey is not always a good idea. In fact, if you ask me, it's probably never a good idea. I just like the shirt, okay? I paid like $5 at Walmart. I just like it because it frees my shoulders and I get really warm. So anyway, don't follow this advice. Do not follow this at all. Okay, so the Six of Wands in reverse. Yep, right, lack of confidence. So you're afraid to, sometimes people are afraid to be happy. And I've been there. Sometimes you get addicted to the drama, you get addicted to the sadness. And I used to set aside time where I would just think and think and think and go into myself. And, think about why I didn't deserve this or why I didn't deserve that. And it was really actually kind of sad now that I look back on it. For sure, schedule time to reflect, even daily, but you can put limits on that. You can set a timer for 5 minutes and allow yourself to revisit the past for 5 minutes a day. But don't be afraid to be happy. The 10 of Cups, harmony, marriage, happiness, alignment, committed and contented. Love, marriage, happy home, and happy life. So that with the Knight of Swords, also with you doing this work, this personal work, even though maybe you've only set yourself up with a 30-day challenge, a lot of times those challenges, they continue on. That's wonderful. I myself am doing challenges, and I've already I've already made big mistakes. I wasn't supposed to eat chocolate for 30 days, and then I ate like a whole handful of chocolate yesterday. So I'm technically still on vacation. So when I go back to work on Monday, I will stop that. So yeah, maybe I said I would do it on January 1st. So what? I start January 4th. It's not the end of the world, right? So keep trying, keep working to be happy. I feel like this work that you're doing on yourself with quitting this addiction or doing this challenge that you are doing, it's going to draw your divine masculine closer to you. I feel like because you're going to be raising your frequency, and it just feels like a really good time for this to happen. Happiness card here, and then we've got the 9 of Cups in reverse: greed, dissatisfaction, and materialism. The 10 of Wands in reverse, taking on too much responsibility. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse, perfectionism, lacking ambition or focus. So I think that this goes back to you being bored and stuck at home, stuck in maybe alone with your thoughts. This can be a good thing. Life is what you make it, and I feel like depending on your perspective, you can really change things around for yourself. And I say that because I did that, and I was in a pretty bad spot. So I feel like if I can do it, if I could do it, you can do it. There's nothing special about me. So I feel like we can all do this. It's just change your perspective, and I choose to be happy every day, because it would be easy enough to choose to be miserable every day too. But I choose to be happy, and I hope that you will consider doing that as well. Sometimes it's hard to remember that you want to be happy. I know it seems crazy, but it's like, oh yeah, I was working on trying to be happy. I'm working on trying to make a better life, on the inside. You have everything that you need within you. You have skills, you have gifts, you have intelligence, and you have a connection. Right now, you might be grounding yourself while you're listening to this, and while you're grounding yourself, you're also learning to do at the same time to connect to the spirit world. And when you're meditating, that's kind of where that energy is flowing, right? Anyway, your ancestors want you to know that you have everything that you need in order to succeed and in order to be happy in this life and to manifest the life that you want. It's all up to you, but it's totally possible. We've got the Hanging Man, letting go, sacrificing, finding different perspectives. self-sacrifice. So this feels like you have been, feels like your divine masculine has been hanging around waiting by choice, waiting for you. It feels like he's got his eye on you. But again, it's his energetic eye. He's not in your bushes. He's not outside your house stalking you. He is around you, though. His energy is around. And I feel like his energy is going to help you to be strong in being this empress, this powerful, motherly, nurturing, wonderful person. This is how you're going to be feeling about yourself. And that's a very attractive thing. When somebody is confident, when somebody loves themselves and is proud of who they are, and they know what they want and they go and get it, that's a very attractive thing. So this is you, oh, shivers, getting out of your addiction, quitting or weaning yourself off. Either way, sometimes people can't do things cold turkey. Sometimes you shouldn't do things cold turkey. So if you need to wean yourself off, it is what it is, man. Just don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about that stuff at all. That's other people's stuff. Who cares? You're worrying about, you should be concerned with yourself and your own health. The Queen of Cups in reverse, an emotionally insecure person who is codependent. I feel like maybe this is somebody who is dependent on you. And I think it's your mother. And I feel like your mother is maybe not as capable of being alone as you are. The World in reverse, lack of completion, lack of closure. Seeking personal closure. Feels like your mother is probably very needy, and you are getting tired of that, and you are trying to help her to be more independent and to stop relying on you for everything. But you are also not wanting to be a big old meanie and tell your mom off, right? You're trying to, I wonder, are you doing this out of love? You can do, your intention when you're speaking with your mom, when you're trying to empower her, your intention matters. That's what matters, is why you want to do this. Do you want to do this so she will F off and you can just like go do your own thing? Or are you doing this because you want your mom to be self-sufficient? Because sometimes it's hard to watch people just flounder around and they're just so lost, and you just want to help them, right? So, I mean, obviously your mother had you, so she's capable of bringing up a human being. So she's capable of doing stuff that's good, right? So it is exhausting for you. It has been exhausting for you. I feel like she is very materialistic and very old school that way, and it's grating on you. It's grating on your nerves. But the reason that she is so materialistic is because when she grew up, she didn't have anything, and she needs to be in control, and she wants to be taken care of. And there are ways that you can take care of her and let her know that she's being taken care of and loved without you needing to be at her beck and call 24/7. There are ways, you can put boundaries in place and only go as far as you're willing to go. Don't do things that make you feel bad, that make you feel like you're being taken advantage of. And don't do more than you're asked to do in this situation, probably with your mom, because she tends to, you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. She tends to take. And you find that it's very depleting of your energy. When you ground yourself into the earth, ground your feet into the earth, and you take this energy from the divine, from the spirit realm, that energy flows through you. That's the energy you want to be giving to your mother, not your own energy. So before you go and see her, you're encouraged to ground yourself, ground your feet, grow roots into the center of the earth. Attach yourself here energetically to the spirit world. Let that energy, let that light flow through you. See the light in your mind's eye flowing through you. And I mean, do your best, right? It might take a while for you to be able to see that in your head, right? And some people don't see things the same way, so maybe you feel it, I don't know. But that's the energy. Do that before you see your mom, and give her all the love and attention and all that stuff that she wants and needs. But the energy and stuff is coming from somewhere else. Hold on to your own personal energy. A protection prayer would be in order here. So you can start saying to yourself, I project a protection aura of pure divine white light, or something like that. I project an aura of white light around me. Whatever works. And that's where I started, was with that. And once you get used to saying that prayer, and once you are in the habit of saying it every day, then start to play with it and change it and make it yours. And, I said it before, I have all kinds of crazy light. I've got gold light. I've got iridescent rainbow unicorn light in my aura, like in my protection bubble. So, and I include my home and my family in my protection. So in my protection prayer. So you can create boundaries by protecting your aura, protecting yourself, and putting boundaries in place. And when things don't feel good, don't do them. And if you do them, ask yourself why, and just be aware of where your thoughts go, and be aware of how you feel when you think about doing extra for her. Okay, this is supposed to be a fast reading, so I'm just going to do this real quick. The Hunter of Conflict. Oh boy. Sounds like you might be having a difficult time with her when you're separating yourself. Not everybody has the best time when their family and loved ones make changes and become stronger within themselves. Sometimes our family, close family and friends don't like that, because then our relationship changes and they get something from having you be the way that you are now. So by you changing, it can create conflict. And it can be scary for some people. They're used to things being the same all the time. Not everyone's okay with change. So the Hunter of Conflict. I am the Hunter of Conflict. Though I may seem fierce and intractable, I hesitate to draw my sword except in defense. Rather, I seek peaceful ways to help you resolve opposition in your life. And while I may use powerful energies of conflict to fuel myself, I do not seek to gain victory over others through violence or aggression. I exist to seek out the sources of your inner conflicts and find ways to heal and restore you to a state of wholeness. Conflict, though we seldom choose it willingly, is deeply embedded within our collective psyche today, just as it was for our forebears. Now, as then, we see conflicts over territory, possessions, and ideas, and often these can lead to the destruction of values and ways of life. The Hunter of Conflict stands beside us to seek out a path of healing and counsels us to be peaceful. to lay aside old grievances and inner debate. In our own lives, we may often feel at war with ourselves, in turmoil over decisions we must make. Letting go of such anxieties clears our mind, restoring balance and inner peace. If this card is interpreted as struggle, determination, resolution, finding better ways, restoring balance, facing obstacles, courage, energy, healing, and harnessing strength to achieve peace. This is you. This is you having a really, really hard time. The Nine of Swords. First card in this reading, really, sense of anxiety and despair, depression, nightmares, intense anxiety, feelings of oppression. You're feeling controlled by this person, this energy. I feel like it's a feminine energy. Like I said, I feel like it's your mom. Of course, it could be, you can change the characters. Maybe it's an aunt, or who knows, maybe it's even your dad. I don't know, maybe it's a friend, but there's somebody that is relying on you to be the way that you are and not to change. And it's going to cause some problems because you've had it. You can't keep living like this. You need to protect yourself and you need to stay well. So, boundaries, right? And finding better ways, restoring balance, determination. I feel like you have all that stuff within you. It's just maybe a matter of tapping into that strength. And if you need help, you can call on your ancestor, the Hunter of Conflict. You can also call on your angels. Speak to a trusted, wise person in your life. Whatever it is that you need to do to feel better, aside from when you're trying to end this addiction that you're doing, that your addiction, whatever that you're trying to overcome. You have the strength, you have the courage, and yeah, just go forth and conquer, man. Like, good luck. I really wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you are able to put these boundaries down and take care of your personal energy, restore your energy. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.